Very good morning, students. Welcome to the new video. Today we will discuss power sharing, class 10th, chapter number 1, political science book. About the overview of the chapter, in this chapter, students, we are going to study about two countries. The two countries are Belgium and Sri Lanka, and we will see how the power sharing arrangements are done in both the countries. On one hand, we have Belgium, which tried to provide equal weightage, equal number of ministers between the different linguistic groups, but on the other hand, Sri Lanka is not accommodating social diversity. They are not given equal representation to the Tamil peoples. Let's see what's there in the chapter. The chapter starts with the Belgium. It's a small country in Europe, smaller than the state of Haryana. It has borders with the France, the Netherlands, the Germany, and the Luxembourg. This is very important question. Many times it is asked by the CBSE that Belgium shares its boundary with which countries. There are 4 countries mentioned in that book: the Netherlands, France, Germany, and Luxembourg. It has a population of a little 1 crore, about half of the population of Haryana. And the ethnic composition, student, when we talk about the ethnic composition of Belgium, we have Dutch people 59%, and we have French people who are 40% of the population. So Dutch are 59%, French people are 40%. The special case of Belgium is also very interesting. The special case is the capital city of Belgium, that is Brussels. The situation is quite different than the overall country. In the Belgium, 59% people were Dutch, they were majority in the country, but on the other hand, Brussels is having just 20% Dutch and 80% French people. So this is the strange case of the Brussels city, the capital of Belgium. One more interesting fact about this country is the minority French speaking community has relatively rich and powerful. This was resented by the Dutch speaking community, who got the benefit of economic development later on. So French people are quite educated, rich, and powerful people in comparison to the Dutch one. And this situation sometimes led to the tension between Dutch and French speaking communities. During 1950s and 1960s, fighting cases were quite common in both the community people, French and Dutch. One interesting thing which I have already told you, the Brussels presented a special problem. The special problem is the Dutch speaking people constituted a majority in the country but a minority in the capital city. Means in Brussels, the Dutch people becomes the minority. This is the strange case. Now there is a comparison between Belgium and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an island country, island nation, and just few kilometers away from India. And finally, if we see the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka, we will find that 74% population is Sinhala speaking. The official language in Sri Lanka is Sinhala. 18% people speaks Tamil. They further can be divided into 2 subcategories, and the 2 subcategories are the Sri Lankan Tamils and the Indian Tamils. And students, in 1956, Sri Lankan government passed an act and recognizing Sinhala as the only official language, thus disregarding Tamil. The government followed preferential policies also, and preferential policies gave the preference to the Sinhala speaking community and the Buddhist people basically in the government jobs, university positions, school admissions, and all over the Sri Lanka. That's why Sri Lankan Tamils and the Indian Tamils, they were feel alienated. They felt that government is not responsible toward them. Government is not doing work for them. All these government measures coming one after another and gradually increase the feeling of alienation among Sri Lankan people, Sri Lankan Tamils especially. They felt that none of the major political parties led by Buddhist Sinhala leaders were sensitive to their language and culture. What they felt that government policy denied them equal political rights. They were doing discrimination against them, and the equal opportunities are not also given to them. So basically these things leads to the alienation feeling in the people, and they start demanding for a separate state for the Sri Lankan people, and basically that is known as LTTE, Lite, Liberation of Tamil Tigers, Ilam. Ilam means state, a separate state for the Tamil people in Sri Lanka. You can see the map here. That orange part is basically, it is describing the Tamil people in Sri Lanka, and they are demanding for their separate and independent status. So in the next module we will see rest part of the chapter, how Belgium and Sri Lanka are accommodating the social diversity in the country. Till then, you enjoy the video and try to understand the concept. In this particular module, we have seen power sharing arrangements in Belgium and Sri Lanka, and also we have seen the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka and Belgium, and finally the term majoritarianism. Actually majoritarianism is a belief, it is an ideology that majority community should be able to rule a country in whichever way it wants by disregarding the wishes and needs of the minority. Means ultimately who will rule over the country? The majority people will rule the country. That's all from the video. In the next video I will just discuss more thing. So keep updated yourself and understand the video. Take care. See you in the next video.